Hello and welcome to my new video. If you're new here, hi, I am Lex, and today I wanted to do something a little bit different. If you're watching this on the day it was filmed, tomorrow is my birthday, and I just wanted to use today to go on a little trip down memory lane. So I am currently standing on my current build, the island of Nightshade. I have my little star fragment farm here. This is the island I'm currently working on. You can catch me building it on streams every Wednesday and Friday normally. I will be streaming this Saturday though, tomorrow, for my birthday. As I said, this is my newest island. It has a witchy theme, kind of some autumn vibes happening. I'm very proud of it, but today I wanted to go back and look at all of my previous island builds and just really appreciate how far we've come. Before we hop on over to the first island, I do want to give a little disclaimer that these aren't even all the islands I've designed, because some of them I don't even have in dream address form. My island, Lauran, was the second island I ever made, and I made multiple versions of it, so there's only one dream address, even though I did like 4 different builds on that island. But let's start with the ones that I have. Even the flag for this island is so nostalgic. This was my first ever island that I designed here on YouTube, so there is a full playlist if you want to see the speed builds for this island, any of my tours or anything. I'm not gonna lie, I know a lot of people revisit their islands and they're like, ew, cringe, but I still love this island. I still think it's one of my favorites ever. I think it's some of my best island designing work to this day. I just feel like I had so much going on the island, and it still came out so cute and cohesive. Look at this little peninsula. Hello? Guys, I was truly in one of my best Animal Crossing eras when I made Lost Falls. I was so inspired. This is an autumn-themed island with a focus on, like, mom core. I wanted it to feel cozy, like going home to your mom's house for the holidays, and I really, truly adore it. I think I achieved that look. I'm still proud of how all the designs came together, and I think the island flows really well. Early YouTube subscribers will remember this island. I spent a lot of time on it, and I really came to cherish the way it turned out. I'm so grateful that the dream address is still active. I made this island years ago. I know so many rumors have gone around about like when Nintendo would stop supporting dream addresses, and people were like, yeah, it'll go away after 1 year. But no, this island is still here, still kicking. This is my favorite view on the island. This is Mom's house. It's across the lake. We've got a little house across the lake vibe. I think it is so pretty. You'll find everything here decorated. Of course, even the beaches. I've got this little mini campsite here I love. And yeah, I'm just really proud of this island. I will say this was not my first island ever, although that does exist in the online sphere somewhere. The first ever island I designed was called Rivendell, and it was actually a more cottage quarry type of build, I guess, some tropical elements. I had no real theme in mind for the island. It was just the first one I made. Both of my first 2 islands, Rivendell and Lauran, were named after Lord of the Rings, and they just had ideas from pretty much whatever was popular in the Animal Crossing community and whatever I wanted to terraform. So Rivendell, I think, is a little bit less well designed than this, and maybe would be like my embarrassing island if I still had it, but I don't have any footage from Rivendell. I hadn't started my YouTube channel, and I deleted the island like 12 hours. I'm being literal, like 12 hours before they released the update with dream addresses. So I just fumbled. I could have had my first ever island saved forever, but I was too excited to move on to other things. But yeah, so I made Rivendell, then I made Lauran, and then I made Lost Falls. Lost Falls is my 3rd island ever, and the 3rd time really is the charm, I guess, because this one I think has withstood the test of time. Chat, I mean, let me know if I'm wrong, let me know if you hate it, but I still stand by all of these builds. I think it turned out exactly how I envisioned, which is so cool. Also, I feel it prudent to let you know I chose this outfit because I was like, okay, I can like go, I'm gonna pretend I'm mourning the islands. And then as I was looking at my headwear, I was like, oh my god, what if I'm actually haunting them and I'm a little demon? So anyway, that's the thought behind my outfit today. Thank you for listening. Okay, this is actually like kind of insane Let's Play lore, but around the time that I was finishing up Lost Falls, I actually got to work with Gucci, like the luxury brand, the actual Gucci, to design them an Animal Crossing island. And this is that island. So around the same period of time, we made a Gucci island that was inspired by their Gucci Guilty video, the promo video. This was just huge for me. I was so excited to work on this. We have the Gucci house and everything. I actually designed their island. This whole island was designed by me. I had to work with others, of course, to do the custom designs and everything. Shout out to everyone who was on that team because it was really sick. It was really just an incredible experience. But the locations on this island are actually inspired by places in that promo video that they did. So that was my inspiration for the island. I put this island together in like 30 days, I want to say. I think I had 1 month, if that, to complete the island. And honestly, I stand by it too. I think it's super cute. It was such an exciting thing to get to do. I got to put the little villager photos out. We had to hand pick some villagers that kind of represented the fragrance, and I don't know, it's so cute. It's so nostalgic coming back to this because it was so long ago. There were also some mini games hosted on the island, hence this little area. It was so cool having this like interactive island that I designed that people got to visit, and it was all in collaboration with the Gucci. Like, are you kidding? So at this point, when I made this island, I had made Rivendell, 3 early versions of Lauran, and Lost Falls. So this was my 6th island that I'd ever created. So Rivendell, and then 1 version of Lauran, and then Lost Falls, and then another version of Lauran, and another version of Lauran, and then GG Island. So at this point, I've got 6 islands under my belt. This one came together in 1 month. It was such an experience. I feel very grateful to Gucci for just that opportunity, you know, like that's so cool to say. Like, yeah, I designed an Animal Crossing island for Gucci. Like, shut up. And you know it's a Lex Play island because I have little hop spots, of course. Look at the little Gucci lanterns. Oh my goodness. Anyway, my next island was Antia. This island was one of my pride and joys. It was, I think, the 2nd island that I designed on YouTube that I made a lot of speed builds for. Again, there's a playlist if you want to like actually go through and see the builds coming together. But this was my abandoned city far in the future. So there's like ruins on the island, but it's being like re-civilized, I guess you could say. I loved all my villagers on this island. I adored getting to make it. There are a lot of natural elements on this island, I think, just a lot going on. I had like sunflower fields. I think all of the villager home areas are pretty natural and like open. I did do a lot of experimenting with terraforming on this island, but I feel like I dialed it back a bit from Lotus Reef, how like everything was waterfalls and so much happened there. I do feel like this one is a little calmer in the terraforming department. Not that I didn't do my best. I have this little floating island here. I think it's really pretty. I made an island overlook up here that I was really proud of. Like, okay, past Lex, making a nice little lounge with a view. There are some things I question, like why is there a shrine to Timmy and Tommy on this island? It looks almost like a memorial. They're alive, like they didn't die on the island, but I guess thanks past Lex for including that. I don't know. And then over here, one of my greatest regrets is that I forgot to fill the tent for the campsite. I forgot to amiibo someone in before I saved the dream address, and obviously I can never fix it, but I love this island. Here's my little graveyard, you know, because it's like old and ancient. I also did a collab with some other creators on this island to have a bunny day area because it was just like a challenge, because like that's not something we typically have on our islands. You know, I feel like Bunny Day is the most overlooked of the holidays, so I just have this random beach back here dedicated to Bunny Day. I mean, cool lore, cool collab that we did, but kind of random for the theme. This is one of my favorite views on this island. This is like a walkway up to where the museum is, and then over here you can see the little sunflower designs in the corner. This is my sunflower field. I use mostly yellow pansies because of course we don't have sunflowers in the game, but that's okay. It was good enough to me. Excuse me, Deli. This is the little pathway up to where the museum is, and I just thought it was so stunning from a distance. My museum is very overgrown and tucked away back here. I tend to do that with my museums on my islands, though I kind of tuck them away. And then another very iconic flex play spot, I did a little hop zone to my house area. This was something that I planned well in advance. I like drew out how I was going to draw it or build it, and it just, oh my goodness, I'm so proud of it. Imagine. I also put a pipe here so that I wouldn't have to wait so long jumping across every day though. So this pipe leads like to the island entrance. I was smart. Ka-chow. And you wouldn't even know that the pipe was here at the entrance. So didn't disrupt my builds at all. I also did something different by putting most of the villager houses right around resident services here. And then I had a little spa too. This island was cute. Like, more power to me. I enjoyed making it. I had a good time trying to figure out the dimensions for everything, and I feel like this island was the first that I really allowed myself to do something different with theme and kind of get out of my cottagecore, cozy kind of builds and really try something new, and I think it went really well. I'm still happy with this. I know, like I said, a lot of people revisit their islands and they're like, but I like how mine came out, and I think it's cute and fun to walk through them. I'm like, oh my goodness, remember when I used to decorate like this? Like, that's so cute and sweet. I was so baby back when I made this island, and yeah, that is Antia. This is another flag that just makes me so happy and nostalgic. Here we are on the island of Zenia. This island was so fun for me. I feel like I really came into designing with this island. I really tried to get outside my comfort zone, making like fake buildings and using different things like the umbrella designs that were kind of new to the community at the time. And I was really proud of how the island came out. I thought it was cute. I also had really challenged myself to get out of using just greens and browns, because like I said, the island of Antia was me trying to use a different new theme that was, you know, very apart from anything I'd made before. This island, I wanted to use a lot of color to really get out of building the same thing over and over again, and it went so well. I had different zones on the island with different color themes. This was where I made my floating shopping district, so there are little decks connecting the shops, but they're all elevated. I thought this was such a fun island to build. I don't know, I feel like this was my most creatively ambitious considering how I'd always designed before, so Zenia will always have a very special place in my heart. I was also really proud of this neighborhood that I was inspired by Pinterest to make. This was just really cute. We've got like some tropical vibes over here. I love all the custom designs. This was also the island where I got to collaborate with Froggy Crossing, so shout out Raven. I made a little frog shrine. These frogs are playing chess on the rock, of course, but this is a little froggy shrine. How cute and fun. Again, just adding to the Lex lore. I had my birthday twin on this island, Henry. He's a little cutie. Like I said, I tried to really go creative with the different things that were popping off in the community at the time. So I also did make my first turtle beach on this island, which inspired part of my most recent island too. So that's really cool. We have some little tide pools here. And my little turtle beach, it was the Turtle Research Center because the museum is right here. So again, that was just fun and cute to me. I was like, wow. Also, look at this, the old museum before it updated. This was back when the museum had multiple upgrades, so I never upgraded it fully to have like the art center and all. It doesn't have the little red banners. How cute is that? I forgot about that. Anyway, what a relic. What a nostalgic bit of Animal Crossing lore there. Yeah, as you can see, so many different colors came into making this island. I was really proud of it. The theme itself really was just kind of like colorful town. Like I have an infinity pool back here. Don't know how that relates to the rest of the theme. I just wanted to do something tropical. Like most of you know, if you've been watching my Lotus Reef streams and stuff, I've always wanted to make a fully tropical island. So I feel like I just let that kind of pour out of me in my other islands at some points. But there's just so much pretty terraforming and stuff on this island that I can't believe I made. Like, I have no memory of doing any of this terraforming, and it's adorable. Oh my gosh, I also literally forgot about this myself. So if you like didn't explore the island fully or see my videos, you'd have no idea. But actually, the only way to get back here to this mushroom forest area was to go up the beach, and this is also where I put my campsite and everything. This was right before Brewster came out, so I did a little area kind of honoring him, this little pumpkin spice cafe theme. Isn't it adorable? Remember when standees were all the rage to make fake buildings before the update items came out and we had like storefronts and medieval building sides? We were making buildings any way we could. And look at this grand campsite. Hello, this is probably my favorite campsite I ever made, and it's just tucked away back here. Probably the least noticeable campsite because it's just hidden. But yeah, I had this whole spooky forest vibe going on too. all of these spooky trees and stuff leading back to the secret beach. This island was so fun. What the heck? I distinctly remember one time someone insulted Lost Falls and said that my, or not Lost Falls, Antia, and said that my builds were actually just put whatever yards, and I feel like they just said that prematurely because I do think Zenia became my put whatever island. I just kind of did whatever I felt like, and more power to me because it turned out cute as heck. Do you see? Like, the colors, everything is coming together. Funny enough, my favorite build on this island is actually just my little house area. It's so cute. It was the only house I've ever left in the baby stage. Isn't it adorable, like my little house? And I'm walking around out here with my little crown. Hello. And that was when I used to give myself freckles too. Wow, what a vibe. This was a good idea. But yeah, this is Zenia. Okay, speaking of nostalgic island flags, this is the first flag I ever made myself. So it's a little mushroom flag. Look at it. I made this flag. And I know I mentioned I made 3 versions of Lauran earlier. This is the 4th and final version of Lauran that I ended up saving to a dream address. This was my forever island. That's why I kept just rebuilding the island. I didn't want to delete it, but I finally saved it to a dream address so I could visit it whenever, and I let it go so that I wouldn't lose this incredible build that I had made. I was so proud of this. This is where I think my terraforming and design really came together really well. I feel like the island is very balanced. I love the colors. I got back to my comfortable, more natural builds, and I loved it. It was so fun to design. This was also my 2.0 island, so I tore down the previous version of Lauran so that I could start looking at all of the 2.0 items and everything new we could do with, you know, design, with HHP, getting more items faster using crops. I think this is possibly my crowning achievement as my islands go. Like I said, Lost Falls is still a heavy hitter. I'm not sure if I ever beat it, but like, to argue my own point though, look at this overlook. Chat, how did I make that? I don't know. I don't know if I've lost the skills of Fortnite terraforming. I'm so sorry. Of Animal Crossing terraforming. I don't know, but this was definitely immaculate. This was wild to build. I do remember putting this island together. Like I said, it's one of my more recent ones. This was my 2.0 island, so after the November update in 2021. And I think it just came together so well. This was also during the time that Crossing Callisto made sunken pathways trend. So you know I had one of those on my island. I really tried to keep up with all of the stuff going on Animal Crossing social media. I thought it was really fun to find inspiration and like compare builds with each other. See what we all came up with the same kind of idea. Yeah, this was super fun. I love this terraforming too. Like, it's easy to overlook because it's just casually out here, but it's so pretty. The waterfalls there. I think it's funny to look at my entrance now because it really wasn't put together very well. I just wanted to use the gazebos so bad. So I have these little gazebos here, but this way I'm kind of obsessed with all the builds I made over here. I have this little floating shrine island here, kind of hinting at island spirituality. I don't know. And then I have this tiny farmer's market and a little farm that I made. This was one of my first builds after the update came out, and I was so proud of it. Still am, honestly. I think the terraforming is really immaculate. So I've got all the different crops featured here, and it is just so pretty. I also really like using the swing benches as fencing, and there is a nice little neighborhood overlook. All the cats, sorry, I just gave away the fun fact. All of the villagers in this neighborhood are cats, so all 4 of these houses have cat villagers in them. And then I have a little land bridge up here. Like I said, I was down with all the trends, bro. It was a bad idea to use the swings in a sideways build because you can tell that it swings and not fencing, but you couldn't tell past Lex that, I'll tell you what. I was determined. And then I have another little hop spot. This kind of reminds me of the area on Antia, actually, leading to my house. So you can definitely see the Lex Play inspiration here, how my build comes together, the way I like to build. I don't know, I think it's really cute to look back on. And like I said, Lauran was my forever island. This island will always be so important to me, and I'm so glad that I can still visit it. I'm really stuck here, guys. Look away. I'm really glad I can visit it, though, and I'm really proud. of how it turned out. This is another one of my pretty views. Whenever I take pictures of this area, I always take them midway through the camera movement. There's a hack for you if you didn't know. Take your picture at a different camera angle than what the game allows you to have, and you can get some good shots. Okay, I can't lie, this island does not have the nostalgia factor yet since I just finished it a few weeks ago. But I would be remiss to do visiting all of my islands and then not visit Lotus Reef. You know, I have to showcase it. I don't remember making a design, but that's cool. I have the little design portal out here. Whatever. This is my pride and joy of 2024. We spent months working on this on stream, and it was so fun reconnecting with my community in streams. I'm really happy with how the entire island came out. I mean, obviously, I just finished it. I don't have any, like, critiques for myself yet. I'll let you know. But this is the island we're going to be restarting tomorrow on my birthday stream. So, like I said, if you're seeing this, my birthday is tomorrow, September 21st, and if you want to catch the stream, this is the first thing we'll be doing. At 11 a.m. EST, we're going to delete this island and start a new one. I won't be fully working on that island yet because obviously I'm trying to finish Nightshade before Halloween, but I'm excited to start. It's going to be, well, you'll see in the stream if you come. For this island, like I said earlier, I wanted to finally do a full tropical island. So obviously it's very colorful, very vibrant. I tried to get villagers that I thought really enhanced the vibe. This was Pineapple Hat. This is where Pineapple Hat began. So of course, Lex walking around with a pineapple hat has to be here. I kind of love this island, I'm not gonna lie to you. There's so much happening. There were so many cool ideas brought up by viewers while I was streaming that I was able to incorporate. We made so many mistakes in words, like instead of a scooter rental here that I'm walking up to, instead of a scooter rental, we have a Roger Dental. That's my bad. I can't speak apparently. Never learned how. And then, of course, another hallmark of my islands at this point is a little mini farm. The island is sustainable. We're growing our own crops. I think it's really cute, and I love the little market area. This is one of my favorite builds on the island, actually, which is so funny because it was just a little filler area. Like, I didn't set out with the idea of putting this in. I just kind of did it one day and was like, well, actually, I kind of love that. This island is also fully designed. All of the villager homes are decorated with their own themes. So, like, this house is Robert's house, and the interior is a jungle at night to match with his jungle aesthetic out here. The beaches are all decorated, of course, because it is a tropical island. I finally learned the value of putting heavy custom designs on the beach to set aside builds, and that works wonders. I heavily recommend if you're struggling to do your beaches, just use some custom designs and things will not seem so difficult. I mean, look at how cute this is. Cutie patootie, even. Like with all the builds, or all the islands that I've done on YouTube, you can see the playlist for this full island if you want to watch it come together. But one of my favorite, like, home builds on the island was Rod's Pirate Bay. So this is Rod, the little mouse, his house, and the interior is meant to be like the captain of a ship's room, like the little cabin. And then we've got obviously his like treasure and stuff. He's tucked away back here where you'd never like think to look because he's a pirate. Duh, it's like Red's secret beach. Then you've got Rod with his pirate bay. And then I also did do a little special area for the museum. This is a ruins area. I try to make everything feel like bleached and old. So all the flowers here kind of, they're different from the ones elsewhere on the island. This pathway kind of represents that. You go from very lush and vibrant colors to this sort of bleached tone, this ruins area for the museum. So it's like very marble, very, I don't know. I was going for, I guess, an ancient Greek kind of vibe of like bleached buildings. Everything's old. But isn't this so neat? And here's my little sunken forest. I just kind of walked by it earlier. Thank you so much to my channel members. Of course, ahead of my birthday, all of you feel like a gift. I don't even need any extra birthday gifts because my channel members are here gifting me their support every day. Thank you all so much for continuing to choose to support my channel this way. I really appreciate you. I see you and you are so treasured. But yeah, thank you guys for joining today. If you want to see the dream addresses, I will try to remember to pop the DAs down in the comments for you. But again, thank you so much, and I will see you either tomorrow for stream or in the next video. Bye!